Welcome back to the Broadcast Plaza. I am here with Dr. Aditi Banerjee, VP and GM of Aerospace, Defense, and Manufacturing at DXC Technology. Thank you so much, Dr. Aditi, for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me over.
There's so much for us to talk about. There's so much that DXC Technology is doing. I want us to spend some time talking a little bit about IoT for manufacturing. So how has IoT innovation been in the cloud been an enabler for the manufacturing industry?
So manufacturing industry is always looking at improving their KPIs, for example, the OEE, the quality, the production, the throughput, and IoT is an enabler for that, to drive that transformation, the improvements in manufacturing, and helping manufacturing deliver to their KPIs, right? So IoT provides, which is the Internet of Things, provides excellent way of connectivity, connecting machines to the cloud, and then extracting the performance data from machines to drive improvements, right, through advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence and machine learning. So that's one of the examples of how IoT would impact improving manufacturing.
So how would you think about some of the challenges that you might encounter in building, let's say, a smart factory?
Yeah, so the challenges are numerous, because it's a transformation, right, in a smart factory. So the factories have been running with legacy architecture, legacy processes, and legacy machines, right? So when you think about a smart factory, it's about making these factories very intelligent and resilient and being able to produce more with less, right? So the challenges there would be to upgrade the legacy to modern using a different type of an architecture, right? This will include the architecture for Wi-Fi, for connectivity, the security that comes in when you have a smart and connected factory, as well as, how do you think about the cloud and edge continuum in manufacturing, right? Because manufacturers traditionally don't put data in cloud, but that's changing slowly. Yeah. But how do you kind of think about that continuum? What data to process in edge? What data to process in cloud? How does that continuum look like? How do you drive that connectivity? How do you bring in the security, right? The overall architecture needs to be thought through, needs to be approved at an enterprise level, and then executed, and then various use cases would need to be developed and applied and performed, and then the ROI of these use cases would need to be tracked to show the value outcome from driving this smart factory initiative.
And it sounds like that's a journey. It takes multiple iterations to kind of think through that.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It is a journey, and most of our clients would actually have a phased approach to it, right? We would create a roadmap for this, starting with pilots, architectures, then trying a couple use cases, showing the value, and then seeing how we scale it, right, across hundreds of factories and making them smart and connected.
So what do you find that manufacturers are looking for in terms of their IoT?
Yeah, so they're basically looking to improve their KPIs, right?
Yep.
So and they're finding out, okay, how do I reduce my the maintenance cost?
Yep.
Right? Maintenance is a huge expense in a factory. You can think about thousands of machines that are running there. They need to be maintained every year, and sometimes they can get unscheduled downtime, or it could be scheduled downtime, right? There's a lot of cost associated just with maintenance aspect,
Yep.
right? So that is where they'll be thinking that, how can IoT come in and help me reduce my maintenance cost? And there's a way to do that, right? We connect the machines using Internet of Things, and then we process the data to be able to predict when the machine needs maintenance, rather than just always doing at a scheduled time. So it's all in the goal is to reduce the cost and to prevent unscheduled downtime,
Yeah.
to increase the uptime. So I think that is where IoT can really help. That's just one use case.
Yeah.
The other use case could be like, look at quality management, right? How do you bring in capabilities like vision analytics, or have a camera to kind of look at the defects in it as a material is processed through quality management, and be able to say that, hey, we see a pattern which is a defective pattern, and how do you quickly manage that, instead of having lots and lots of hours of manual labor doing this type of inspection, and so I think that that's another use case where it could be used.
Yeah. I think we have time for one more question.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about DXC's Industry 4.0, as well as some of the smart factory solutions that you have.
Yeah, so DXC is highly focused in Industry 4.0 and smart factory. I have a lot of clients in manufacturing industry as well as aerospace and defense who are seriously looking at smart factory, right? So we bring solutions to them. We partner with our ecosystems to build solutions together. For example, like manufacturing execution systems, MES, right? That is one solution that we bring to the market. And then we have solutions in condition-based monitoring, predictive maintenance, quality management through defect inspection, and so on and so forth, right? So we have many solutions in those areas, and we do it in a way that the solutions are scalable across many different plants, and the architecture kind of goes with it, with complete vigilance of the security that is needed to deliver some of these. Yeah, and our ecosystem partners in these solutions are like iBase-T, PTC, Dell, right, and some of the cloud providers wherever a cloud is there in the journey, right? So Siemens and others, right? So we have many partners in the ecosystem who come together to develop these solutions.
Well, Dr. Aditi, it sounds like you have a wealth of knowledge. I wish we had more time to be able to talk a little bit more, but it has been lovely speaking with you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the partnership that DXC has with Dell Technologies. And with that, this has been Dell Technologies World 2023 live broadcast. We will be right back.
Thank you.